my friends. How are you doing? You're welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Okay, so we keep going through our adventure in finding the cheapest property in Italy. So today I decided to go through a town in the south of Italy, again, in a region, in the Molise region. And so the town we are going to investigate the cheapest property today is called Tavenna. Okay, so Tavenna Molise region. So basically, if are you looking on the map, you'll see that here there is Abruzzo, just a bit here, lower southern than Abruzzo, we'll find Molise region. And anyway, Tavenna is close to this area where I'm pointing with my mouse. Now, let's keep zooming. Okay, all right. You see, you can read here Molise. Let's keep zooming. Now we should, here you see there is Vasto, San Salvo. On this road here in the inland, we should find Tavenna around this area. As you can see, here there is Gargano. This is the peninsula that is popping out in the Adriatic Sea in Italy. Okay, so let's go back to Tavenna. Let's investigate where Tavenna is. So I see here we have Termoli. Termoli is one of the main town of. Actually, I think the two provinces of Molise are one is Termoli and the other one is Campobasso. Here, Termoli, Campobasso. Okay, one of the smallest region. Oh, I would like to point that in Italy, in the Adriatic Sea, we have these beautiful islands called Tremiti Islands. I think I should make one video one day about the Tremiti Islands. I never been there, but it's beautiful. I would like to investigate a bit more about Tremiti Islands. Okay, so here we are, Vasto San Salvo. We are driving through this road here. Let's see where Tavenna is. Palata. Here we go. Here we found Tavenna. So here we are. It's a small town here in Molise region. And so our goal today is to go to find the cheapest property in Tavenna on sale. I just want to check 1 second how far is from the sea. So if here is Tavenna, okay. So this here we are around 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 15 has to be around 25, 30 kilometers from the sea, maybe 30. So it could be half an hour driving, maybe even a bit less from the sea. Okay, we found Tavenna on the map here. And now let's investigate a bit on Wikipedia what it says about Tavenna. Just if we can find some information that can guide us through the properties and to understand anyway more details before we are going to buy a property in Tavenna. If we like Tavenna, if we would like to relocate over there, so it's important to understand few numbers, let me say. Ok, so here we have Tavenna è un comune italiano di 601 abitanti. It's around 600 inhabitants and is in Campobasso province, Molise. Okay, belongs to a mountain community called Trigno Monte Mauro. Okay, this is not interesting. We are not interested. Okay, I was reading a bit of Tavenna before, and quite often but just if we want to mention a few things about the history. So basically, it seems like a medieval town. Was a town founded around the 12th century. And so, what else I can say? That here, now, like many towns in the south of Italy, in particular on the Adriatic coast, like for example in Basilicata, we have big communities of people who moved centuries ago, 3, 4 centuries ago. They moved to Italy, but they moved from the other side of the Adriatic Sea. So mainly Croatia, Albania. Um, these are the populations who moved. So it's well known that it's possible to find in these towns community who are still speaking. For example, in Basilicata, it's very common to find towns where they're speaking Albanian, people who moved, I'm talking 400 years ago. Here, for example, they say Slav people. So that this town was populated, let me say, mainly. So it could be possible, for example, in their language, in their dialect, to find maybe words that are Slav related. Okay, was just a little um, few details, let me say, in brackets, just to understand a bit more. So then, as usual, you have, anyway, it's a small town, 600 inhabitants. Let me say, it's quite small, so you might have just basic shops. Um, okay, there are for sure churches and whatever. So, for example, here we find that the population, like most of the towns in the south of Italy, from the 50s, 1950s, they lost a big amount of population. Here they go from 2,200 to 600 inhabitants. And so this is it about few information about Tavenna. What else we read here? Okay, the seismology, the seismic, let me say, if it's an earthquake place, they say sismicità bassa, at very low risk of seismicity. And let me double check if in English it says seismicity. I'm guessing. Now, seismicità. I'm gonna type seismicity. Yeah, I say I don't want to hear the pronunciation. I'm fine with what I'm saying. Seismicity. Okay, so it says it's very low. And then let's see if we can find more important things to say. Okay, it's 550 meters on the sea level. And so the councils, the towns that are around, Acquaviva, Colle Croce, Mafalda, Montenero di Bisaccia, Palata, San Felice del Molise. Okay. Okay, now we go on Idealista. We found where Tavenna is. We read few basic information, and now let me say I didn't investigate before, so I'm opening now for the first time. Like if I'm new now to see what properties are on sale in Tavenna, uh, I might say let's put a budget. Okay, I don't know, for such a small town, I could guess maybe 50, 60,000 euros could be our target, the highest, let me say, the maximum amount we are ready to spend. But I also have to say that because it's not that far from the sea, and because nowadays, anyway, Molise and Abruzzo region are having a kind of, um, foreigners are kind of interest to buy properties in this area, also because the low delinquency, low immigration, kind of safe place. It's considered south of Italy, but there are so many prejudices about the south of Italy that generally people try to avoid the south of Italy for all these prejudices that we all know very well. That, to be honest, personally, I don't care much, because for me it's more important to go and see what I'm feeling, not what people are saying. I never listen too much what people are saying. So anyway, let's go back to our budget. I'd say around 50, 60,000. Let me see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Uh, from the cheapest, so Tavenna Campobasso, let's search. Okay, here, okay, it's not from the lowest price. Let's set up from the lowest price. Okay, now let me say that I was expecting something even a bit cheaper than this. Now, if the cheapest, if the 38,000 and then we have 55,000, I'd say we are already close to our budget, because we said 60,000. So now in between 40 and 60, I don't know what we can find. We'll scroll together. I was expecting to find something more than one property under 40,000 euro. But so, let's go and let's see. Let's start from this one that is 38,000, and let's read the description together. 38,000 is not a big amount of money. Now, what I'm reading here is 4 rooms, 110 square meters, is a detached house. I'd say the price could be very good for this house. Um, Interessante, interessante. Okay, let's see the pictures first of all. Or we gonna no, let's read first the description, and then uh, I'm gonna see the pictures. So we offer for sale in the small village of Tavenna, just 20 minutes from Vasto. Vasto is in Abruzzo region. So, because when you go from Tavenna to the sea direction, you basically arrive just at the border between Abruzzo region and Molise. So here, Vasto is in Abruzzo region. I don't know if it's the very last town, because the following town going south from Vasto is San Salvo, where I actually been once. San Salvo, I think San Salvo is already in Molise region, but I'm not sure. Anyway, an independent house on 2 levels. Interessante. The property consists of an entrance to the living room, a kitchen, a small living room, and a bathroom on the ground floor. On the first floor, 2 bedrooms with 2 private bathrooms. Quite good, quite good. The solution has been partially renovated with important thermal cut PVC windows, frames, and mosquito nets. Okay, that's fine. Let's just read quickly. Ideal as a second home or for investment, used for a B&B or holiday home, given its variety of landscapes with the Maiella and Gran Sasso Mountains to the north, Gargano to the south, Adriatic Sea, and the Tremiti Islands. This is what I mentioned before. Tremiti Islands, so basically from Termoli, but not only from Termoli, you can take the boat, and I think with 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and a half boat, you can reach Tremiti Islands, spend all your day over there. Anyway, Tremiti Islands deserve a video, because as far as I know, cars are not allowed, for example, on Tremiti Island. Are not very big islands, so I'm not sure if what I'm saying is correct, but I will, for sure, I'm going to talk about Trinity Islands. I'm always being fascinated by the islands in general, small or big, like Ischia. I love Ischia. Ischia, maybe I should make a video about properties in Ischia. But anyway, it's an island. To commute over there is a bit more complicated. Not only you have to land by plane or driving all over the road, but then you also have to take the ferries, Tremiti Island to the east, and then internal Apennine, Molise to the west. The solution is sold partially furnished. Okay, that's not bad. Let me say, it's an interesting property, this one. Now, let's investigate 3 bathrooms. There's 1 bathroom on the ground floor, and so then I see 2 entrances here. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's see more. Okay, probably here there is the entrance. Okay, I don't understand. What's this? Uh, Looks like a grondaia. Let me go on Google Translator and see grondaia that I don't know in English. Grondaia, a gutter. Yeah, it looks like a gutter. If I'm not wrong, looks like a gutter. A bit particular, let me say, to have a gutter. Or maybe it's from a fireplace. I don't know, but it looks more like a gutter. I don't know. I don't know. Let's investigate more. But anyway, it's a bit unusual to see something like this. But from this picture overall, it's not that bad. It says in the description that there is a small living room in the entrance. So once you enter, then this is the kitchen. It's possible to dine in the kitchen. It's not okay. This is probably okay. Let me go back here. Okay, I can see the table and the chair. So means here on the right, this is the living room. Okay, some furniture. I would get rid of this 70 style, 80s, 70s style furniture. Go away. I don't really like the 80s style. I prefer older or newer. Okay, then here we have a new kitchen. I guess the kitchen is probably sold, maybe with the house itself. We don't know, obviously. Okay, this is the bathroom on the ground floor. Looks decent. It's fine. I don't see a shower, but I guess there is a shower, or is only a guest toilet. Um, okay. This, if I'm not wrong, there was a second door here. I go back. Okay, this is a second door. It's probably used as a storage. Yeah, let's see. It's probably used as a storage place, laundry. I can see a basin. Yeah, not too bad. It's an extra space. It's an extra space. Very interesting. Yeah, here the storage. Interessante. Then we have stairs, good condition. Okay, all right. So here we are on the first floor. This is the hall of the first floor. Interessante. This is 1 bedroom. Nice one. Nice. Always roof. Should be checked the roof, but it doesn't look that bad. Anyway, apart some spots here, I don't know, but that could be just needs to be a bit refreshed and painted. Okay, here we have the bathroom upstairs with a bath, not with the shower. Anyway, then what else we see? This is the other bedroom. So there are 2 bedrooms, not really big window. Anyway, is on the under the anyway the bedrooms are a bit under the roof. So, but like in this attic here, so looks more like an attic because obviously, so probably you need air condition here in the summer because being under an attic and without air condition could be a problem, but everything is possible to solve. So we have a wardrobe. They don't look very big, the bedrooms, but they're fine. To be honest, for 38,000, I should have bought myself this house. I would have actually bought it. Interessante, spacious enough. Okay, obviously, as usual, no garden, is a townhouse. There's no front garden, there's no back garden. Anyway, okay, so here we saw the first property for 38,000. Now, let's investigate what I see here. 2 houses. Okay, detached house in Contrada Peticone. Now, Contrada, or frazione. This is always when they are not in the town, but they are located a bit further from the town. For example, let's go 1 second here. Contrada Peticone. I'm curious. I want to see Tavenna, Contrada Peticone, to see on the map if they give any. No, because these areas are not really reported. Frazione or Contrada are smaller. Let me say there could be few houses just around, but they belong to the town or to the Tavenna Council. So Fondo Valle Castellice. I don't see. Anyway, for sure there is the road coming, Montenero di Bisaccia, Tavenna, in the council itself. Anyway, let's investigate a bit more. A detached house. This looks interesting. Obviously, here we are talking about a house that is not in the town. So, for who wants to live, for who is looking a property out from in the outskirts of the town, obviously, again, when you don't live in the town, but basically, and I will always repeat this, in Italy you always need a car generally, but obviously here you probably need a car even if you if you need to go to buy the milk, as I usually say. I say, okay, here they want 55,000. I'm sure there is also a plot of land, but the house itself, it requires a lot of money to spend on it, to renovate it properly. Here needs everything new. I don't see the roof. I don't know. I see some stones on the roof. Not even the roof looks in a very good condition. The only thing, for example, if you want an independent house, if you want to make your lovely villetta is small villa, small, beautiful and nice. If you want to make it, anyway, no, the roof doesn't look good, and not at all, not at all. So everything needs a work here. The structure itself is not bad, but again, to remake it at your um, tastes, the way you like it. The good thing is that you have a plot of land here, and then we should find out how big is the land. Anyway, some olive trees. I see they're growing something. I don't know if this land belongs to the house. I don't know if you can hear. It's a bit windy and stormy here. Maybe I have a bit of noise in background. Uh, okay, so here I'd say everything has to be done. The structure itself is not bad, but you have to put hands everywhere. And so I'd say to make a decent house, need to spend around. Okay, just to let me understand. We have the entrance on the ground floor. No, this is the first floor. On the ground floor, we have a deposit. Then cantina is not what it in English is cantina. Cantina, because canteen in English is where you usually eat when you are on your break at work. But let's see, cantina I would translate as basement. I know, but here they say cellar, a basement. So here they say cellar, but it's on the ground floor. So this is a cantina on ground floor. So a deposit, okay, on the ground floor. I don't see any bathroom here unless there are more floors. Okay, yes. Piano terra, deposito, primo piano, fienile, deposito. Okay, this was fienile were the hay probably. Let's see, fienile where they use where they used to keep the barn. The farmers who lived previously in this house. Okay, I'm just going to have to read quickly the description. Tavenna, immersed in the countryside but adjacent to the road and close to the main services, we offer the sale of a building complex as follows: detached house on two levels. Oh, they translate as cellar, first floor, entrance staircase, kitchen, bedroom, condition. Anyway, this house has to be completely renovated. So it's already 55,000 perimeter court over flat agricultural land of 1,000 square meters. So it's not really big space, big land. Anyway, you have farmers around. Your cart over flat agricultural land is about 1,000 square meters. To be an opportunity to purchase in one block or split. Hill, sunny, and panoramic position. In the case of interest, we have an additional agricultural land of about 7,000 square meters with olive trees adjacent to the real estate units for sale. So they are asking even for more money if you want to buy more land. So anyway, depends, of course, about the budget that someone has. Um, but because I'm always focusing on spending as less as possible, because for me nowadays, according to my strategies of investment, let me spend few words. Are we in a risk of a bubble? To be honest, 50-50. Let me say 50% yes, 50% no. I would never go to buy a property at the moment that is not a cheap property. Simple, very, very simple. Then anyone is free to buy the house they want. But if it's not a cheap property at the moment, I would stay away. Then, if I'm in need, it's a different story. As an investor, no. I would only go and invest as less as possible. Casale, cascina. Let's see cascina, but cascina, I'd say it's more like a farm. Cascina, farmhouse. Yes, exactly. So this is a farmhouse for 58,000. Let's have a quick look. Let's see the pictures. 40 pictures there are. So we have a big amount of pictures here. Let's see, just very quick. Oh, the house itself is new. I see, brand new floor. I used to say pavements in the previous video. I say pavements, but someone correct me, uh, and it's correct to say floor, no pavement. Because in Italian I'm confused. We say pavimenti, and then since I'm here, instead of saying floor, I keep saying pavements. So floor, the floor is brand new. Okay, we have a beautiful view on the valleys. Nice one, nice one. Okay, this is, let me go back again. There are 40 pictures and we are 58,000. So my budget was 60. This would be the last. So this is table and kitchen. Now let me go back to this It's the same room. So you probably have the entrance, bright enough. Uh, there's a stove. I don't see the heaters, radiators. But anyway, so there's a kind of new kitchen, stylish. So someone has renovated this property not long time ago. The front door, I'd say, is okay. I would make it polish a bit, make it a bit more brand new, but okay, I don't like these high windows. No. Anyway, this is a bedroom, but they do in the farmhouses in Italy. I don't know why they used to do. Okay, there's a bit of lack of furniture. Um, Looks a bit like the roof is already an attic on the ground floor. So it's a kind of villa farmhouse, let me say, on just one floor. This is another room. I don't know why they choose this color, to be honest. but at least in this room the window is not very high, so decent. I like. I mean, I, let me see, because there's two windows, one window here on the left, one window here on the right, but these are two different bedrooms anyway. Oh, I see, there is another window here on the left. So, and anyway, it's not bad to have two windows. You will always get the sun, will always be a bright room, and we know light is always very important. I see everything was kind of renovated with good standards. So I repeat, they invested good amount of money. Interessante, interessante, this property. Now I see some spots here. Obviously, should be investigated a bit. The roof, I believe they, I don't know. Here you see some mold, so I never like to see the mold. It depends the way they kept. Anyway, maybe the house had been closed for a long time and only needed uh, a bit of fresh air anyway to repaint, to repaint for sure in this. But anytime we buy a house, anyway, the first thing to do is to repaint the house. That's the minimum that has to be done. Bathroom, apart few little things that have to be checked, inspected properly. Anyway, there are a few little things to inspect, but the house itself is in a good condition. Is in a good condition. Again, a bit of inspection. Something here that I don't understand. What's this? Anyway, but looks like with the tiles. This looks like tiles. I don't know why they put this. Brand new shower. Wow. Wow. For sure they invested a good amount of money. For sure they are losing now. For sure they invested more than they're looking for. From outside, and probably the roof should be checked as well. But there's plenty of space, plenty of space here. Now, let me keep going. There's plenty of space. And for 58,000, again, it's a countryside house, it's a farmhouse, so you'll probably need a car again. You see. Anyway, then, for example, in this type of properties, you have to see if it's raining too much, if it's causing problems, for example, to drive on this driveway. So these are the little things. If I need an off-road car, 4x4, I say they even put probably cameras here. Anyway, to prevent from theft. Theft is something that maybe I should make a video, because there is a kind of issue about. So it's always important to protect from thieves and theft. So I see. Anyway, a good plot of land. It depends if it's possible, what is possible to grow here, if it's possible to plant some fruit trees. Um, uh, I would give it a go. For sure, they are planting something. Now it depends the altitude, because we said that Tavenna is around 550 meters on the sea level, so it's already a bit high. We are on the hills, and generally over 700 meters on the sea level. We are already in the mountains in Italy. I like this type of deposit, laboratory, garage. Uh, Place where you can do your hardware works. I like this type of obviously to as a deposit, as a to storage play things. Another one, a cellar, kind of plenty of space. This house is not bad. It's not bad. This land around, we should see what they have planted here. I see they planted something, but for sure it's possible. I see some fig trees, two fig trees old enough. Probably they've been planted many years ago. I don't see many trees, let me say, on this plot of land, so it might take years. Probably this is Tavenna, so you are maybe 1 or 2 kilometers driving from Tavenna. And then this off road pathway, driveway, I don't know, convince me. I, Again, I need an off-road car. Anyway, it's not bad. Let's read a bit. Located in the countryside of Tavenna, a few kilometers from the center. I just said a few kilometers, on two levels, where on the ground floor there is a tavern with fireplace. Okay, the property partly to be restored. The property partly to be restored. So some was restored, some not. Is located in the center of a partially fenced agricultural land of approximately 9,700 square meters, cultivated with hazelnut trees. Okay, that baby trees that we saw, various fruit trees, olive trees, pecan nut trees. Wow, pecan walnuts, pecan. I think I never understood the difference between pecan and walnuts. For me, are the same, but common nut trees, in addition to the surrounding age of oleanders, eucalyptus, pines, and cypresses. Everything is irrigated thanks to a special system connected to a well owned inside the land. This makes it. So I'd say for me, this property might even worth a bit more than 58,000 for sure, for the money they put to renovate, how big the space. The only issue, two things: that is a bit few kilometers driving, so without car you're not going anywhere, and second, the driveway to the house, the has not been asphalt, or do they say asphalt in English? Asphalt, so has not been asphalted, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so this is the third house. We had a quick look around Tavenna, but you can make your dream house here. I mean, it all depends on the budget. If it's for me, I would only spend as less as possible. And to be honest, by what I the first okay, I'm not interested in having a garden or a backyard. Um, anyway, I'm not interested at all. If I'm more interested to have a plot of land in the south of Italy, I do as I've done. I have a small plot of land that I can reach in 5-10 minutes driving, and then I do harvest. I mean, it depends if you have water, if you want to grow some fruit and veg, if you want to have some trees. Depends. Not necessarily you need to have water in your land. If you want to grow some fruit trees, whatever, it depends by what you want to grow. Some plants require, some are not. Um, but okay, so we are a bit over the budget here because we go straight away at 73, 88, 130. 130. Again, people are free to do whatever they want. I mean, if they want to buy detached house in Strada del Sole, means for sale in Tavenna in a central area, we offer. Okay, this for 130, but let me go and focus more on what is on the cheap one. For example, detached house in Strada del Sole. I like this type of. So we are in the central area. For example, I can see that the very first house was very close to this construction. Means it was very close to the church to the of the town. So, for example, Montemilone is very similar to Tavenna. I don't see really big differences from Montemilone and Tavenna because anyway, Montemilone is even a bit bigger. There are more inhabitants in Montemilone than in Tavenna. Montemilone is 1100, 12, 1300 register, and in 1100 actually living. Here they say 600. So I'd say there are probably more shops, but anyway, I still have to discuss about these things in Montemilone. Um, Detached house, let's see a bit the pictures for 73,000. So this one looks like it's this one. Okay, let me go back. I see by these windows, the frames here of the windows, the balcony. Yes, that is the house. Okay, there is a garage. That's always here in this type of town. Sometimes garages are even more expensive than than a house. In Monte Milone, it's very common to find garages more expensive than houses. Looks like there is a bit of backyard here. Belong to the house. I don't know, but anyway, if this is the garage, anyway, let's see. Looks like this could belong to this property. From outside, looks like needs a bit of renovation. Let's see. Hmm, some major works. This is a terrace. Wow. It probably the terrace is above the garage from this side. Yes, that is the main entrance from the road. Here's the rear side. Beautiful terrace. Okay, probably is this one. Anyway, I would like to have this type of space, nice. You can grow some vineyards even on this type of place. Many Italians do. You have a road here. Um, okay, that's not too bad. So the garage is under the terrace. Beautiful valley. Anyway, okay, there are radiators. There is a fireplace. Floor, so and so. Anyway, mm, some works. This furniture. Wow, look at the television. Wow, we are back in the 70s, full style in the 60s, in the 70s here. Wow, I like this type of couch. Very futuristic. If we go back in the 70s, this type of chair, typical chairs in the south of Italy in the 70s, tables. Wow, it looks like the time never went, never moved. It's always there, back in the 70s. Okay, something. It's not, some parts are better than other. Needs to, this space, let me say, could be uh, arranged a bit better. Now, there's something falling down from the ceiling on the bed. Looks like was a bit abandoned, this house. Mm, mm, mm. Bathroom needs to be done because this again, this small bath in the 60s and in the 70s, there was this unfunctional, totally baths. So, or make a shower or make a decent, proper bath. Now, if you don't have a space, but in the 70s, in the 60s, in all the houses, in many houses I went to see, they had this small bath. So, here means get rid of the bath. But anyway, here, bathroom needs to be renewed roughly. Uh, Needs a renovation. Okay, then there is an entrance here. So if this one is given to me for, Genie, I won't offer more than 40,000 euro to be honest for this house. I would give 45 with the money that I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna spend another 40. Then I need to see the roof. So I'm gonna spend with 80,000 euro in total. I might have a beautiful dream house. So okay, so we sold this property for 77. Then detached house in Tavenna for 88, for 88,000. Let's see. Okay, this looks like more modern. Let's see if it's open. All right. What do they say here? Monte Mauro, Campobasso, in Tavenna, Monte Mauro. I don't understand if it's in Tavenna or Monte Mauro, but anyway, let's read a bit more. Autonomous house located in Tavenna on 4 levels, 4 level basement. ground floor, first floor, and attic. It's not bad. So you're on fourth floor. There is the basement, large garage of approximate, ground floor, large kitchen, living room, bathroom, and on the first floor, three bedrooms, bathroom, attic of approximately 40 square meters. In total is 250 square meters. There are seven rooms, two bathrooms, balcony, garage included in the price, second hand good condition, individual heating. That is a plus. For example, me too, I have an individual heating. Okay, anyway, it's a detached house. So let's see. Now, to have a garage is always a good thing, for example. Now, let's see. Okay, house has been renovated and probably people were living, had been living, they're probably still living. So let me say apart to repaint all the house. I don't see major works. The doors are good, the frames are good, the floors are very good, entrance door is good. This looks like the house itself. This is the ground floor, first floor, then the attic should be inspected from the others. So from the main road, let me see. So then here it goes up. Okay, the main entrance is on the first floor, on the ground floor. This is considered ground floor. This is basement. Interessante. Anyway, that's the garage. Garage is always good to have a garage. It's a pity that I don't have here. So on the other side of the house here, there is the garage. This is ground floor, first floor with the three bedrooms. Beautiful view. There's also the sea view. So I'd say, yes, probably it's 20, 25 minutes, 20 minutes driving from the sea, no more. It's in the town itself. Interessante. Okay, this is the attic. So here, basically, in the attic, you won't be able to use most of the space by seeing the height. You could use as a storage place, even if, but the view from the attic is beautiful. It depends. The part where the ceiling of the attic is higher, it's possible to use. Obviously, you need air condition if you want to put few beds there. The balcony is in a good condition. The house itself is in a very good condition. Okay, so this is the attic. Interessante. The roof is in a good condition. 88,000. Let me say that here you don't need to invest big money. Actually, here you don't really need to invest. You might decide, for example, to live on one floor and another one to rent. But anyway, to rent. Anyway, here is also possible to make B&B. Okay, my friends. So the last thing I want to do now, it started raining here, and I have the rain on the attic. So again, today is maybe not my very lucky day. Okay, I just want to see for 130 now. If our budget goes higher, we can find for 130, 135,000 euro. They look already in very good condition. Let me see. This one for 130 is out of my budget, but beautiful. Let me say this could be the type of house where you just these statues, they are very devoted here. In some houses, even in the house that I bought here, I found everything, all type of images, everything that is possible to find about saints. I have a box that anyway, you cannot throw these things It's well known. It's a common thing here. It's a tradition. So okay, here we have this looks more like a cellar, more because they're keeping us to storage things with a table. Maybe they do some jars. They prepare some food. The kitchen is here, so the many. Anyway, the house itself, it looks good. This vaulted ceiling in the bathroom. So here we are going. No, we are not on the top floor because anyway, here I can see the stairs that brings you. Anyway, kitchen, good shape. Living room, good shape. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, this house. Apart this. Okay, here we have the stairs. Bit dangerous. These vases here. This one. I don't know. It's a bit useless space. This one. I don't know. This looks like another kitchen. So they put the vases, but better to put a fence here or something. This looks like another kitchen. Dining room. This is what we call bomboniera in Italy. This is a house bomboniera. Let's see what's bomboniera in English. Bomboniera. We usually, this is the gift. Oh, the wedding favor. The gift for the weddings. And in Italian. Anyway, I used to call these type of houses that, don't get me wrong, these are beautiful, beautiful house by what I see. But this is the house that I call bomboniera. Anyway, here it looks like, okay, there are 11 rooms. So here it's possible. Let me say it's worth it. Maybe I would try to give 100,000 for this and see if you're happy with 100,000. But this is the place that you could also make a B&B or kind of guest house accommodation, possibly. Yes. It's all in a good shape. No, for the money they spent in this house. But I want to go back to the bomboniera before I close the video. Beautiful. Even the facade from outside, very stylish. I like it. They made it in a very good, in a very good style. Okay, it's a bit up above the hill. I don't know where the parking space is. If there should be some parking. Oh, sorry. I wanted to finish to see all the pictures before. No, it doesn't look like the road. Looks like a bit it was a guest house or something like that. Anyway, I could just go back very quick because I want to see again the bomboniera, the wedding favor. That it's not my style. I mean, I would never have a house like this. For me, it's more like a museum to have. But for me, I call it the Italian disease. Then maybe it's not only the Italian disease. Say, don't take it personally. Uh, okay. For example, to have all these things. Try to imagine only to undust all this furniture. I don't want to imagine the time I have to spend to undust these vases here on the top of the kitchen. No, thanks. But this to undust this vetrina. Let me say, I have to learn the vetrina display window. Yeah. This is like a display window. It's not for me. It's not for me. Anyway, only to undust, but pictures are good and the house itself is good. So no complaint. Beautiful house. I would buy if I have a plan to to set up a business like accommodation house. Okay, my friends. I didn't see many properties. I saw, I think, 6, 7 properties with you. I think I spent already 50 minutes here making this video. So, what else I can say? I wish you a lovely day And if you like this type of videos, this type of contents, please subscribe and put like to my videos. To the next videos, my friends. Have a nice day. Bye.